Sir, give a second. The recording cursor is on. So, welcome to all on this National Pharmacovigilance Week 5th and seasonal greetings from ISF College of Pharmacy, Moga. As you well known that worldwide national patient safety is being observed and celebrated. In this context, we are in this inaugural booster of this lecture series being hosted by ISF College of Pharmacy in association with Indian Pharmacopoeia Commission. As under the aegis of Pharmacovigilance Program of India, I would like to welcome today's speaker, Dr. Ajay Prakash sir, and
Thank you.
Dr. Vikas Mehdi sir. Welcome, sir, to ISF College of Pharmacy. And
Thank you.
since it has been a long association with ISFCP, with Department of Pharmacology and Practice, so without taking time, I would like to introduce our today's speaker, Dr. Ajay Prakash sir is working as additional professor, Department of Pharmacology, PGI Chandigarh. Sir is serving as Deputy Coordinator, PVPI, PGI, as Associate Editor in IJP, Adjunct Faculty, Department of Physical Medicine and Rehabilitation. He is an expert in various Human Ethics Committee. Overall, if I talk about the citations, it is more than 10,000 and H index of 50 plus. He has wrote several articles, review chapters, books, international visits, book chapters, and many more scientific allocates to the credit of Ajay Prakash sir. His areas of expertise includes neurological diseases such as AD, HD, PD, autism, etc., as well as in silico systemic literature review, MA, and pharmacoeconomics. With this short introduction, I would like to invite you, sir, to this platform of ISF College of Pharmacy. Once again, welcome you, sir.
Okay, thank you, Dr. so much. Thank you. And respect to Professor G.D. Gupta, sir, also, and all the faculty member, all the students, I think. And this is really a long association with Moga College. Even our alumnus, our professor, emeritus professor, all have joined there, and we are some special link, I think. So that's
Yes,
why
sir.
it is really every time it is very nice to talk to you people. And thank you so much once again to welcome today. And I'm just uploading my slide. Actually, slide in the somewhat partial presentation mode region. I don't know what happened. I think it is visible. No?
Yeah, sir, it is has been
It
shared.
is visible. Na? It is good enough. Na?
Yeah, sir, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. It's changing also. Yes.
Yes, yes, the slide is moving.
Yeah, yeah. So actually, why we are always every year we are celebrating this pharmacovigilance week, and reason being only that we want to be as much as it should be, as much as player we can incorporate, or you can say add in this program. Reason you all aware that already there are three times before of 2010 it was started and stopped due to the less sensitization within the population, or you can say the healthcare stakeholders. So that's why after 2010 when we have launched this program with a complete self funding from the government of India of the 100 crores, and we have done at that time we have done I think 250 to 300 workshop throughout India, even SAR countries also at that time. But now I think it is really in the adolescent phase and good. Uh, you can say the good position now, so that we because we have generated self-sufficient data in last 15 years. So that's why every year we want to incorporate through these type of the awareness program, and want to include more and more players from the pharmacist background, from nursing background, from even the physician clinicians, so that we can self or you can say that spontaneous reporting should as come as it should be. But right now you all know that we are doing the spontaneous reporting, but still it is in the active surveillance format. Means technical associate goes to the ward and even in OPDs, in daycare centers, to collect the ideas and fill into the VG flow system. So today we are incorporating the new, I think day before yesterday on the 17th in the Bharat Mandapam, we have also inaugurated the new patient safety program. In this again the new leaflet have incorporated, that is in the name of the biovigilance. तो 17 को लॉन्च हो चुका है, and now biovigilance is again the part of the IPC, Indian Pharmacopoeia Commission. It will be the for biological products. Biological means especially for the biosimilar product, whatever the antibodies in the market. So for that, we have launched the biovigilance program from the Bharat Mandapam on September 17th, the day first day of the Pharmacovigilance Week celebration. So we just go through the national pharma, all the national pharma. These are the just leaflet before, and this is the fifth state forward we are going to do this now. Before means a day before yesterday, and that before we have three major patient safety program was running. First is pharmacovigilance program, material program in 2015 onwards. Now hemovigilance program, which was launched in 2011 and 12, but it is with mainly for the transfusion medicine related, or you can say the blood and blood related products. It is there. So whatever the side effect come in this form, we are going to report in the hemovigilance system, and that control altogether was shifted from IPC to the NIB, National Institute of Biological Noida. So now within these, we have only two system right now, and third day before study we have incorporated, that is pharmacovigilance, materiovigilance. Now we have biovigilance. So we just go together ki how it is important. I think you all are aware ki why it is important. That's why we are from last 15 years we are contributing adverse drug reaction, and even the or new some signals if it is generating over there. We are giving inputs to the NCC through the VG flow, and the main stakeholder is the CDSU. CDSU is Central Drug Standard Control Organization, where DCGI sits, means Drug Control General of India sits, and it works with the IPC, Indian Pharmacopoeia Commission. Major role of Indian Pharmacopoeia, I think you all are aware about Indian Pharmacopoeia and their standards. But when this program was launched in 2010, the full-fledged is the responsibility was given to the IPC for controlling the pharmacovigilance program of India as well as the material vigilance program of India. So what I mean to say, CDSO has a major role. And why this is the major role kept at the CDCA? Reason being, whatever the approval of drugs is happen for the marketing in India is through the DCGI office, and whatever the medical devices getting approval through the Central Licensing Authority CLA is also the DCGI office. So for medical device and the drug, both responsibility goes to the CDSU office, that is the CDSU office and DCGI office. So whenever we go and see that why this is a very very important program, reason being, whenever we are doing this type of the program, it is of the national importance, and they have kept certain aim and objective, or you can say the mandate of that program. Mandate at the time when it was launched in 2010 is only that we have to create the one safety program which have the umbrella like situation, and each and every safety profiling of drug should be gathered at one place, that is known as the central depository, which is there with the NCC, National Coordinating Center. That is nothing but the Indian Pharmacopoeia Commission, and that center is linked with the WHO depository. What it means? It means two very important things. First, we can assess our own data, journal wise data, regional wise data, we can assess. And second thing is that we can also assess the WHO countries data, which is the central depository with the Uppsala monitoring center through the Vigili system. Vigili system is the complete data mining software of the WHO, and through this we have taken several decisions right now in India, as well as to give some new side effect, which was the signal confirmed in the signal review panel, and now we have contributed 15 new side effect profile of old drugs to the world through this pharmacovigilance program of India. So that's why we always say this is very very important program, because when in 2010 we have set one day for analyzing some data for some regulatory action, but you are surprised to know that at that time we are not able to find out what is the percentage or proportion of the diarrhea due to the antibiotic use. I think we all read pharmacology and gone through the textbook that whenever we are taking antibiotic, there is a chance of the diarrhea. Whenever we are taking NSAIDs, there is a chances of the gastric upset, flatulence like situation. But in the 2010, we do not have data at all. So, so this is the very commonest. So how you can go to the specialized type of the side effect or serious type of the, or even go for the suicide type of the side effects. So that's why we have kept at that time that each and every we have restricted to report each and every one. So if you see the window of 2010 to 2015, we only given permission to report the healthcare workers to report into the adverse drug reaction, or you can say the VG flow system. Okay. So what it means? It means that we want quality data, so that whatever the data poured into, that should be of the quality, and we can have some reduce the false positive result in that. And if you see 2015 onward, we have also launched one specific form for the consumers and healthcare workers, suppose ward wise and all those consumer and health, that is care healthcare workers as well as the caretakers. So what it mean? It mean that we have, after 5 years, we have few data about we can rely upon the trend, we can rely upon. Then we have allowed the consumer as well as the all the public to report through the separate form. But again, that form is stopped in 2017 due to the some confusion in the regulatory and other. So that's why after that we have kept single form for each and everyone for a stakeholder. But the only thing what we are doing, suppose some caretaker or some patient report that adverse drug reaction, our technical assistant goes and verify the report whether the report submitted is good enough or not, or if it is directly submitted to the toll free number or even the IPC, the nearby AMC, that information goes to nearby AMC to check the quality as well as the quantity of that report, authenticity of that report. So that's why right now we are the first in WHO countries, first rank for maintaining the quality as well as the quantity. Means we are the first place in both the places. So I must congratulate all the team members all over India who have participated at the AMC and all those. So IPC is mainly divided into, or even say there are so many committees within that. One is the steering committee to supervise the overall performance of the PVPI. Then we have some working group review. Working group major give the technical support for some issues or establish the implementation of that program in a specific, some especially for the periphery AMCs. If something, that technical support is given the working group. Quality review panel within the IPC ensure the best quality data report. So now if you see there is reports you can get from back from the IPC office to correction, for the correction, that is nothing but that is a part of the quality review panel of some ICRC, individual case safety reports. Okay. So signal review panel, again, it is very important to review some new signal or which adverse drug reaction or which the adverse event come in category of unlikely or unclassifiable, that goes to the signal review panel, and we propose the signal review for that. My slides are getting changed now.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much. So, so overall, we can see that what is the mission? Mission is only to safeguard the healthcare professional and safeguard the health as well as the Indian population. So both sides, regulator have the complete responsibility of to safeguard their all stakeholder within, starting from the patient, doctor, pharmacist, nurses, each and everyone, and vision to improve the patient safety always. So these were the IPC goal, and the objective is to how we have proceed within that. We proceed with the monitoring and evaluation through the adverse drug reaction, and promoting reporting. Suppose these are the awareness program we always do to promote the reporting. But this time we have the main theme is taken as a click away, means faster reporting, and second, material business program. Reason I will let you know when we come to for the material business and material business program. Reason being, right now we do not have much data to support which kind of the adverse drug reaction should be reported within material business program of India. Reason being, when drug is very important, drug is goes inside the body, do some therapeutic effect, metabolize, getting excreted. But that medical device is engineered based, and it needs and support the functionality as well as the some anatomical difficulties in the human body. So understand the overall complete difference between these two. So that's why this time we have taken care of the faster reporting through the app or email or through the website. And second, we are going to promote more on the MBPI with the PVPI. Okay. So majorly what we do there, whenever if you want to promote or give some thesis and measure, people are getting help from the VGSS and VG base. If you are a AMC center, you can go to the VG base and very filtered and a specific information you will get with the disease profiling or side effect profiling with the drug profiling. But VGSS is the majorly open source, and open source means each and every person in the country can access and take the some data if you want to take the data, but that is in the open sources. So yes, you are not able to see each and everything, but yes, for information purpose you can go and check the VGSS for the complete information. So what we do in the this pharmacovigilance as well as the material vigilance, the overall role to yes find out whether some signal is there or not. And second thing is that we have whether whenever we fill the ICSR, individual case safety report, that should be very harmonized type or less noise or best quality report should come to the system. So that is maintained or harmonized through the ATC as well as the METRA. ATC is nothing but the anatomical, therapeutic, and chemical classification of drugs, where we categorize and give the coding to the drugs so that we can get each and everything very filtered. Means if we see the example of ATC, it goes from the manufacturing or salt level to the your API level, means active pharmaceutical ingredient level to the salt level, even sometimes formulation level also, so that we can code the dosage form. Even sometimes it goes to the your strength of the tablet, strength of the capsule also. So the specific code should come for the uniform submission of the that ADR form. MIDRA is nothing but the medical dictionary of the regulatory affairs, and this is mainly followed by each and every industry regulators and even the professionals, healthcare professionals. So that's why whenever we have generated the WHO, that was generated through the help of the MEDRA, and we have the WHO ART, a specific all the terminology, nearby terminology, which is related to adverse drug reaction, was taken from the MEDRA and named as a WHO ART, means ADR related terminology, and that are further classified into induced term, preferred term, high level term, system organ class. Now, what is this? This is nothing but the very simple. We have generated some code regarding the uniformity of the data within the system. So that's why whenever we report some adverse drug reaction, that should come very specific for some specific symptoms and a specific drugs, even the formulation of the drugs also. So if you go and see the ADR form, when I will discussing ADR form, I will just came to that portion, that why dosage are important, why dosage form is important, and why even the indication of that is very very important while reporting the ADR. So these are the coding system we are reporting, that is the MEDRA as well as WHO. But in VG we follow WHO ART. In drug, we follow WHO DD, which is nothing but drug dictionary developed from the ATC classification, anatomical therapeutic chemical classification. Okay, all relevant history as well as causes and diagnosis were taken from ICD-11 classification. So these, so it is not confusable. Why I'm saying this in detail, only reason is that you must understand and on which platform this system developed, so that you can rely upon the system. Reason being, from last 15 years, we have generated such a quantum of data in the IPC. Now court of law, when some legal proceeding was there related to some drug action, related to some side effect due to the drug, even vaccine also, you will find in the newspaper now court ask PVPI or ask IPC for give the data regarding that drug and their related side effect profile or serious side effect profiling. So now it is not very simple. Now your each report counts some weightage. So when you report our data which is there in the system central depository, it is trying to reach and getting enriched day by day by getting more and more side effect and strengthening that strength. So that is very very important. Reason we whenever want to take some decision, so that is very important. So this is just in that classification which is known as induced term or preferred term. So always understand when we report something that is very very specific, that is localized infection, localized symptoms, or this is just like suppose osteoarthritis is spinal means it is localized osteoarthritis in a spine. That may be knees, that may be ankle, that may be back, it may be a hip osteoarthritis. So that is very specific to some organs and related to that part. So it is the induced term or preferred term. When you want to create its high level term, the osteoarthritis is the high level term. And then if that is classified in the system organ class is nothing but it is a complete big therapeutic area of that. So big therapeutic area means it have majorly whenever we deal some therapeutic area, it majorly in regulatory, it majorly classified from 15 to 32 class of system organ class. So one of that is the musculoskeletal system disorder. So that is the SOC, system organ class. So these are mainly due to for the conventional data entry and comprehensive data entry. So that's why whenever we apply these coding system or these type of the term, whatever the data we get into the VG flow system, that is very comprehensive and specific. And data is very easy, flexible, and easy to retrieve. And if you want to do some data analysis, that is also very very simple. So these are nothing but the how we have extracted from Medra 72,000 plus terminology, where we have only taken 3,600 terminology which is related to adverse drug reaction, and that's how we have created the complete WHO system in that. So these are major difference between a WHO ART and MEDRA. So WHO ART is a specific and to a WHO mandate countries, and that followed from WHO mandate country and only deals in area monitoring terminologies. Okay, that is, but MEDRA is very big, comprehensive. If I give example, as we have English, we have Oxford Dictionary. In medicine, you have MEDRA Dictionary. So that is the comparison you can say. So it was maintained by all regulators. It was maintained by the UMC or Uppsala Monitoring Center. So coding is very very important. So this is how the ATC classification was done: anatomical, therapeutic, chemical classification. M is for musculoskeletal system. M01 means 101. If suppose I write it, means that all the anti-inflammatory or anti-rheumatic product which is there, all will categorize into 01 category. Now M01A, A is nothing but the non-steroidal anti-inflammatory and anti-rheumatic drug. E is the propionic acid derivative. After E it is 02 mean naproxen. Then it is the sodium, then again some terminology. Means each and every stage of the drug development or nomenclature of the drug development had its own code. So the mismatching is very unlikely in this system. So the whatever the data we get in the NCC through the all the NCs is very pure and accurate and have good quality. So that's why we in the first position right now. Drugs are classified according to of their therapeutic area, ATC code, administration, and severe AD code. So mainly how this works, it works with the DDD. That is nothing but the daily defined dose or defined daily dose you can say. So daily defined dose is nothing but it's the relationship of whenever some side effect occur, and that side effect is related to the therapeutic dose or not. Means, suppose one physician prescribe patient thrice a day. Some drug is prescribed thrice a day. Means three times they have to take the drug. But sometimes what happens, patient forget to take the drug in morning. Then when he remember afternoon, he will take instead one tablet. He will take two tablet, morning dose and afternoon dose. Both dose they have taken. So what he will say, whether the daily defined dose is followed? No, because whatever the one tablet three times they have taken two tablets as that. That means there is chances of physiological action and there may chances of the some side effect. So relationship of that ATC, relationship of daily defined dose, as well as the relationship with the adverse event is related. So that's why whenever we fill in the form, we need each and every what was the frequency of the dosing written in the prescription. So that's how we work together. So overall, ATC as well as DDD system work together, and the reporting for the spontaneous reporting from the whoever the reporter healthcare professional, that should maintain whether the drug is taken in the therapeutic dose, prescription dose or not. So that should relate directly indirectly to the defined daily dose. Okay, so this is how the classification of the adverse drug reaction was taken by each agency. WHO, USFDA, Uppsala Moiety Center, all have given their own definition. But we all know that whenever drug goes inside, there is the therapeutic effect which is desired, which is intended. But whatever the effect is there due to the receptor binding of the receptor of the drug, other organs, other places where it not needed, that is the noxious or unintended use, categorized in the injury, toxicity, sensitivity reaction, and all those, and have the harmful or unpleasant reaction. So these terminologies altogether mean that whenever any effect apart from the therapeutic effect, you can categorize those into the side effect profiling or adverse event profiling. Now, what is different between adverse drug reaction and adverse event? So adverse drug reaction is nothing but the whenever some causality occur and causality assessment was done and association is fixed, means yes, this side effect is occurred due to this drug, then we call this as a category in the adverse drug reaction. But when taking the form at that time association was not done, you are feeling suspected side effect and suspected medication, that time that event is called as an adverse event because there was no causality assessment was done. And that's how, if association is not established, we say that side effect as a adverse event. So overall, these are the departments where we have likely to get more and more side effect, where more drugs are getting used, like medicine, surgery, psychiatry, gynecology, pediatric, where most of the drugs used off-label. In chemotherapy area, daycare centers, where doses are used in the cytotoxic doses, so most side effects are there. So even emergencies. So these are the places where we get more and more report percentage wise. So these are the kind of the majority of the which kind of the side effect profiling we do. So hematological is the most, neurological disorder is the hepatic type of the because why hepatic? Because most of the drug is getting metabolized from liver. So that's why hepatic type of the side effect, toxicity, acute toxicity, chronic toxicity is still there, allergic and renal. So overall, if I classify the adverse drug reaction, so it is majorly of the six classes: A, B, C, D, E, and F. Now we have G classes also with genetic causes. As such, we have the G6PD screen for anti-malarial. What it means? Suppose G6PD is present, you prescribe the anti-malarial chloroquine, primaquine, then there may chance of the hemolysis in those patients. So serious side effect. So that categorized to a G category again. So most of, whenever someone go and collect the adverse reaction, that mainly of the augmented type. Augmented means maximum 70 to 75% is due to the drug. Okay. B is for the bizarre, uncommon, unrelated, or having the high mortality, some idiosyncratic reaction, acute porphyria, hyperthermia. pseudo allergy. So these is count about 0 to 20%. Okay, rest all chronic, due to the chronic use of the medication, due to delay use of the medication, due to end of use. Even the failure of therapy also categorized in adverse drug reaction. What it mean? It mean that antimicrobial resistance. If suppose you given 70 microbial, it is the resistant, not ineffectiveness of that antibiotic also categorized under the adverse drug reaction now. Okay, and G type I have already given the example of the G6PD. So these are the categorization for the student. So understand this for the student, that understand why this all started. This started due to the thalidomide strategy. I think you all are aware. In 1960, there were 10,000 plus babies born with phocomelia, and that is come in light only due to the later right to the Lancet. And when that Lancet published that letter of that petition, then all of came to know that 10,000 plus baby was born due to the phocomelia seedling. So what it mean? It mean that at that time there is no surveillance system, and even afterward it thought that that company knows this have some teratogenic effect, and that data was of the rabbit, but they hide the report and launch the drug. Even they have not, and this drug was launched for the nausea and vomiting. And in first trimester of the pregnancy, most of the lady experience that nausea and vomiting, and that's why most of the physician at that time, they have prescribed that medication and result in 10,000 plus baby born with phocomelia. So that was the trend setting and limitation of that procedure, and created the awareness to create some watchful situation or safety program system of the pharmacovigilance. So UK developed the blue card system, Australia developed the yellow card system, MedWatch developed by the US FDA, WHO countries have developed their pharmacovigilance program of WHO, in which PVPI India is one of the part of that. So these were the history of Indian. 82 they have started, but through the ICMR stopped in 89. 97 started, again stopped in 98, 99. 2004 started, 2008 it was stopped. Reason being only the funding as well as the you can say the lack of the reporting from the reporters. So that's why we create these type of awareness program each year for complete week. So after 2010 onwards, now we are continue with the self funding and with the self, because we have realized that this safety program is for our population, and whatever data we are getting in the pharmacovigilance program of India, that is only safeguard our population. So that's why now most of the healthcare workers and a stakeholder are now we have included, and they are also day by day addition is going on. When this program was launched, only 160 plus AMC center was opened, but nowadays there was 1,000 plus AMC center is established throughout the India. Okay, so this is how the scenario changed. So overall, we are concentrate on the quality of the report coming and procedure of taking all this. So that you must create some SOP, a standard operating procedure, to collect the, because so that when you collect the data, that should of the good quality, so that whenever we come to the direct, data entry or center depository, that should not make any noise, or that should not polarize the data on one side. So a specific ADR, all type of the ADR, even right now also we are saying you can report each and every ADR what will come. You can report each and every drugs ADR. Now if we see reporting that is done through two system. What are those systems? One is through the PSUR, Periodic Safety Update Report. Second is through ICSR, which most of the AMC centers are catering of that ICSR system. But PSUR system is mainly done through the regulators, or you can say the DCA office. Each manufacturer who are going to launch any new drug in the phase 4 study of their trials, and in the category of new drug, 4 year for the new drug, they have to fill the PSURs, periodic safety update report, every 6 months for 2 years, and after 2 year, every year for 2 year means in the 4 year sequence they have to fill at least 6 PSUR format for any safety update report. That is also taken care by DTMB, Data Safety Monitoring Board, DSMB, Data Safety Monitoring Board of the clinical trial or the organization have created for the overlook the clinical trial proceedings and all those. So these how we are creating the awareness, and this is the MedWatch system, USFDA we have created. So primary objective was just to make a national wide system, okay, of the patient safety. This is the same sequence how we follow the CDSO connecting with the IPC, IFC connecting through the NCC to the all AMCs, or AMC connected to again back to the IPC, and IPC to the WHO. The same thing is there. So overall, we what we say ki, if you go back and search in the Google why any drug is out of the market, the reason only simple, serious and severe side effect of any drug lead them to out of the market. Simple. Okay, so this is just a list of cisapride, traglitazone, allosterone. There are so many drugs. Now there's a 50 plus drugs are out of the market due to the severe and serious side effect. Rofecoxib recently, okay, celecoxib recently. So these all are, I think, out of the market due to some side effects. So this is the ADR system, and I think you all are know that this is the ADR format. So patient information, suspected adverse reaction, suspected medication. Now see over here, suspected medication. We need manufacturer, batch number, expiry date, dose, route used, and frequency used. Date started, date stopped, and indication. Reason being, we want to take support for some defined daily dose. Reason being whether it was taken in the way it was prescribed to the patient or not. The side effect profiling which are done or not. Even sometimes also we take the help from the relevant medical history or even the lab reports also. Okay, so that's very very important. So we always say that whenever some adverse event is of the unclassified type or unclassifiable, you must report the some lab reports, and some lab reports have the good history, medical history. Reason being, when we do signal review panel and signal review through the signal review panel, the detailed derivation is going on. So association between the drug and adverse drug reaction is completely depend on the whatever the data you are going to provide. So that data should be good enough. And so with that we have some competent medication also. Suppose we have suspected medication, you write over in the column C. But suppose we have some concomitant medication, 3 and 4 medication is also going there, prescribed there. So we can write over there for any suspicion or suspected drug reaction or all those. Okay, reporters details is also very very important of that. So these are the adverse reaction. I'm not going to causality assessment. I think you all know certain probable and possible is only. I will emphasis on this. This is the new after the NDCD rule, new drug clinical trial rule 2019. Now if you are doing any clinical trial or involved in any clinical trial or doing any thesis work, investigator initiative thesis work, or it is a interventional means you are doing some procedure, you are doing some giving drug to the patient from your side. So if it found in the category of relatedness, means certain probable possible, the compensation is there. Or now this is serious issue. So that's what we say. Any confusion?
No, no, sir.
Uh,
No, sir.
Okay. So, reason being, whenever you are involved in any interventional clinical trial, so we always say go for the insurance of the clinical trial. Reason being, when patient goes to the court of law, court will ask the PVPI data, and if it found relatedness, the compensation rule applies, and you have to give the compensation. And minimum compensation 7.34 lakh, and maximum in serious, severe amputation case or death cases, it may lead up to 74 lakhs compensation for single patient. So it is very, very important now to uh, go to insurance for any interventional trial only. Observational trial and drug utilization study, epidemiological type of study, pharmacoeconomics study are not comes under this category. Okay. So these are the idea form. I think you all are aware. Coding system I have already known. So now understand the difference between drug and device. Why material program and pharmacovigilance program are given to the IPC. Reason only very important is that already there is the developed mechanism as well as the committees are made in the IPC so that we can maintain those through the that committee. So drug mainly you all are aware goes inside, bind, metabolize, excreted, change unchanged way. But device is fully mechanical, made of engineering. Its quality system is also QMS quality management system developed through the ISI International Standard Organization. Okay, so this is what major definition and major deviation from these two. Now, what is major outlook of this? Again, the same outlook. We have to look the benefit risk profile of the using of any medical devices for the patients that may, and this medical devices program or medical material vision program has started through several news came into the into the media that due to the bad functioning equipment, neonatal babies were born. Some MRI incidents taken place in several states. So understand that there is a need of these type of the creation of that material vision program. Now these material vision program getting help from this medical device rule, MDR rule 2017, which is mainly focus on to follow the standard of ISO 13485. That means this 13485 is nothing but the completely based on the manufacturing as well as their inspection to maintain the quality of engineered medical device. Now, what are the medical device? Their categorization or classification is made from the low to high risk of the insertion or whether it is used outside the body, within the body. If within the body, how deep it is, how much time it is spent within the body. The categorization will depend on that. So now categorization is A to D. Previously it was 1 to 4. Now it is class A, B, C, D, low risk to high risk. Okay. The example is given over here. Low risk is thermometer, tongue depressor, low mode to moderate risk, hypodermic needle, suction equipment, moderate high risk, lung ventilator, bone fixator, high risk, cardiac stent implanted defibrillator and all those. Okay. So understand that whenever we do and follow these type of devices, previously it was not known कि whenever some devices use, suppose cotton we are using, surgical dressing using, which kind of the adverse drug reaction will come. So that's why there is no full-fledged causality assessment is developed in this system. Right now we are using the same causality assessment system of the PVPI, but now we are trying to develop the causality assessment within the material vision, the type of the report we are getting in the low risk, the type of report we are getting in low moderate risk and moderate high and high risk. So that is the categorization of the devices. So according to that, we are going to make the causality assessment, but still we are facing several challenges in that. But because suppose a stent is there, drug eluting stent in the heart, gastric, there is a mini implant in ortho, there are many implant in dental, many implant in neurosurgery. So if one fixed within the body, how it works and how it will produce the side effect, which kind of the side effect it will be, whether it is immunological, whether it is the hematological, whether it is the biochemical, or whether it is the pathological changes. So right now there are so many challenges. So that's why we are keeping watch on this, and even in this program we are promoting this material vision program. Reporting of side effect is very good. And even if you go to form also, in the PVPI we have only one page form, but in MBPI we have 4 pages form, detailed form. Reason being we need much and much data because there is no data at all to give some assumption or hypothesis regarding the adverse drug reaction. So categorization of this sub format of this form is that First, we have primary information, whether it is a date and report. Reporter detail we have, whether it's manufacturer, importer, healthcare workers, or what. Category, device category. As per regulator, we are categorized three types of the major division: medical device, in vitro diagnostic, equipment and machines. Okay, and overall, what are the device description? Very detailed description. Whether you are manufactured in the India, imported, or whether you are only distributor, manufacturer outside. So all the category, license number, lot number, serial number, everything. Reason means whether if it go side effect come due to the malfunction of that, so there may be recall of that all come from that. Reason means we also suggest the manufacturer to recall the drug, recall the medical device. Also, I will give some example at the last. So this is that an event description, how the event occur, what type of the event occur. You have to write the detail of their patient information, causality assessment. Causality assessment here you see in PVPI we have only causality assessment. Not all thing is blank, but here we need the investigation action taken. Means what the investigator who have reporting it taken the action. Means if it is malfunction, whether you suggest to remove it from there, whether go for the repair or what, whether the calibration of that equipment was done or not periodically. So that all should be explained over there. Root cause problem, what are the root cause of that? Okay, so manufacturing defect, even the calibration defect. So these are nothing but root cause problems we are. So product owner detail, manufacturer's detail, or the distributor detail complete. So these four form is very very important, and 4 pages. All reason being we need more and more data in the PUPI or MEPI program. So overall, we have this is the 15 side effect or India centric signal was generated, identified, proved from the signal review panel, and now it is contributed to the world 15 India centric signals. Okay, cefixime with the AGEF, furosemide have the dermatitis, fluconazole may have hyperpigmentation, oslinavir may have sinus bradycardia, so the tinidazole may fix drug eruption. So these are the given India centric signal to the world. Okay, and now this is the PIL modified from the after the intervene of the Indian Pharmacopoeia Commission or DCJ office, and given advisory to a torrent to change the PIL. So updated PIL is there where they have written the note of that they have the one brand in the lamotrigine for the lamotrigine. So they have inserted that PIL that Stevens Johnson syndrome or toxic epidermal necrosis may caused by the use of lamotrigine. So these kind of the policy making and advisory to the even pharmaceutical industry also given through generation of the data, whatever you are going to submit within the pharmacovigilance program, material vigilance program, or now we have biovigilance program also. So I think now I will finish talk by saying that now even we thought that IU's product are safe to use, but again IU's have launched their pharmacovigilance program by saying IU's Suraksha in their portal, and they are saying to quick report of all the side effects occurring in Ayurvedic formulation, Unani, Siddha, and homeopathy drugs. So that's why means each and every drug may chance of the side effect, and that's how we say that as much as you come across any side effect, use of the medical device, use of the drug, use of the biological product, you just and report. That will really help the decision making at the IPC. These the visualize system is not going to detail, but yes, this. So I think I will finish over here and say that really thank you all of you for giving us this opportunity to interact with you all.
একটা FDPO করে ফেললাম
And if there any question, I'll be very happy to answer. If any question of the faculty, the students, any. Thank you so much for this chance given to us.
Yeah, thank you so much, sir, for such a wonderful session. And
Thank you, sir.
I believe
Thank you so
Someone's
much.
mic is
Any
open.
question in the chat?
Yeah, if any question is there, you can write in the chat box. You can ask.
Yeah, you can write in the chat box
Thank you
also.
so much, sir.
Thank you so
Thank you very
Good afternoon, sir. Hello.
much. Good afternoon.
Sir, I have one question.
Yes, sir.
Okay, sir, you have presented very about the pharmacovigilance. So my question
Uh,
is that every adverse drug monitoring center, they have reported the adverse
the
drug
sound is
reactions
not clear,
more
sir.
than
Sound is not
hello.
clear. Sound
Am I
is not
audible?
clear. I think some noise in background, I think.
Mr. Saurav, please mute yourself. Mr. Saurav, please mute yourself.
Short question.
Hello.
Some you can write in the chat box, please, sir, because there is a background noise. What is in the
Okay, sir.
call,
Okay,
please?
I'm typing.
सौरभ को ग्रुप से रिमूव कर दीजिए
I
Saurabh,
can
hello.
anyone
So,
repeat that question? Can anyone repeat?
Yes, sir. Just a minute. I'm reading.
फर्स्ट ईयर का क्लास में स्विमिंग अपनी नेट
You can write in the chat box question, Shivaji.
okay, sir, I'm typing actually.
Sir, give a minute. I'm just checking.
I wanted to ask about the scope of Master of Pharmacovigilance variety of procedures. Yes, it is a really a good career opportunity. Right now, there is. Can you, okay, the pharmacovigilance is really a very good career opportunity. Not for the MPhal. Even now, MD pharmacovigilance and B pharmacovigilance also can do it. So the area is industry area is really established, and even the AMC is day by day AMC is increasing. So you can also join the IPC pharmacovigilance arm of India also. And there are so many CRO working with the pharmacovigilance. There are so many companies now. Nearby Chandigarh, we have Parexel, Quantai. So many companies are there working. So good job opportunity. I think you are thinking slightly plus
আমি আমার ভুল বললাম
good
বলছে
opportunity.
হ্যাঁ হ্যাঁ স্যার সাড়ে
Any more questions?
Yes, sir, I
Uh,
have sent the
as we know, AMC India report more than 1,000 area per year, but what the actual outcome of reporting? Yeah, we are getting more than 1,000, not more than 1,000. We are going 2,000 plus because we are from our center. We are reporting 1,500 plus. So 2,000 plus reports are there every year, and that is including in the central reporting. And whatever the signal review, which is India-centric signals, and which is approved from the signal review panel, and the PIL I will show you. This is one PIL I will show, but we have issued 50 plus PIL of the 50 different companies to even change their patient information leaflet or package insert of their tablet, capsule, or drugs. Okay, so they are PLA very regularly. Even I will give you the material example. Right now, there are so many companies are manufacturing syringes. The quality is not good. There are breaks, leakage is there. So we report, I think 150 plus report from one single company, and that company मालिक जो बोलते हो ना CEO हमारे ऑफिस में आया था. Please do not report. We are getting advisory to close down the production from the IPC. Understand this level now regulators are active, and now basically regarding the medical devices, we are very stringent. Reason being, again, I will say, out of 10,000 medical devices, we are only regulating 50 plus or 80. 80 is their exact number. But 80 plus devices are regulated. Otherwise, 9,900 something devices are still non-regulated. Okay, so that's why it is very, very important to do all this. है ना? So your each report will counts. Okay. Now I think job option in hospital pharma, yes, all over, because each and every hospital have the pharmacovigilance cell. Because suppose I want to open some medical college, if I going to open medical college, in the checklist there is the pharmacovigilance center or cell is there. If I am not going to tick that, I am not able to get the NOC for the medical college. So now it is mandatory to open a pharmacovigilance center in the hospitals. Okay. So whether there are any courses, training program, it is online, and now even IPC also planning of that. But otherwise, there the many private organization are giving this training. But if you want PVPI program, IPC also giving 3-month training program. In PGI, even we have 4-5 trainee right now who are receiving training for 3 months from the IPC. You will also get the certificate from IPC for 3 months. But you have to apply to the IPC. They will send your posting to PGI. Then you can join in PGI. So training is also provided time to time from IPC also. Okay. Your guidance will help me a lot. Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Any questions more?
Sir, I think no more questions, and the session was really wonderful.
Uh,
And thank you so
sir,
much.
I have
Uh, yes,
I
yes,
have a question.
yes,
सर
yes.
इज देयर एनी सर जैसे कि हर कॉलेज में मास्टर्स होता है फार्माकोलॉजी और फार्मास्यूटिक्स को लेके, ऐसे फार्माकोविजिलेंस का भी होता है क्या?
नहीं, ऐसा होता नहीं है, बट कुछ प्राइवेट यूनिवर्सिटीज ने स्टार्ट किया है ना? बट वो
ओके
अभी
सर।
आई डोंट नो कि वो अप्रूव्ड है कि नहीं। रीजन बिंग की इंडिया मतलब आईपीसी ने कोई भी ऐसा, जैसे पीसीआई ने ना, कोई भी ऐसा जो बोलते हैं ना कोर्स अप्रूव नहीं किया है पीसीआई ने, है ना? लेकिन
Yes,
कुछ
sir.
कॉलेजेस करवा रहे हैं, दैट इज ऑन देयर ओन बेसिस एंड दे हैव डेवलप्ड देयर ओन सिलेबस। बट पीसीआई लेवल पे कुछ नहीं है, पहला। दूसरा, आईपीसी ने भी किसी को अभी रिकॉग्नाइज नहीं किया है, ठीक है? बट दैट इज इफ यू आर डूइंग एमफॉर्म आल्सो ना, दैट इज इक्विवेलेंट, because M.Pharm also cater pharmacovigilance, materiovigilance within your syllabus. Okay, so you can also compete for that. It is not कि MSc pharmacovigilance वाले आएंगे तो आपको जॉब नहीं मिलेगा, ऐसा नहीं है। You can compete with. Right now the situation is that PharmD, M.Pharm, pharmacology, Sutex, and analytical, even pharmacovigilance, you also compete with the for the pharma. अभी तो pharmacovigilance का ऐसा हो गया है ना कि even dental, BDS वाले, MDS वाले, they are coming for the job. Nursing staff, they are coming for the job in the pharmacovigilance. So अब pharmacovigilance का सिर्फ फार्मेसी से रिलेटेड नहीं रह गया है। नाउ इट इज इवन हमारे यहाँ से पीजीआई से एमडी फार्माकोलॉजी करके पीपल हैव ज्वाइन इन नोवार्टिस, डीएम फार्माकोलॉजी करके दे हैव ज्वाइन इन नोवार्टिस एज ए फार्माकोविजिलेंस मेडिकल ऑफिसर्स, है ना? दे आर एट द गुड पोस्ट, दे आर पेइंग वेरी हाई in the pharmacovigilance. So not it is
Okay,
not
sir.
restricted now to the pharmacy, not expanding like anything. इसमें इवन हाँ एक चीज भूल गया, आयुर्वेदा वाले भी आने लग गए हैं, पीएमएस बहुत ज्वाइन किया हुआ है ना? सो इट इज नाउ द दिस एरिया इज वेरी वाइडनिंग। सो व्हेनेवर यू, सो कैरियर अपॉर्चुनिटी तो बहुत अच्छा है इसमें अभी, है ना? सब लोग ज्वाइन कर रहे हैं।
सर हम लोग बी फार्म के बाद एमएससी फार्माकोविजिलेंस कर सकते हैं, मतलब अलाउ है?
व्हाट आई मीन, देखो ऐसा है ना कि ये बहुत डाइसी सिचुएशन है। बीफॉर्म के बाद एमएससी फार्माकोविजिलेंस एज पर मैं रिकमेंड नहीं करूंगा। रीजन बीइंग दैट सिलेबस इज नॉट अप्रूव फ्रॉम द गवर्नमेंट, पहली बात। क्योंकि उसके बाद अगर आपको कोई एमएससी मतलब या पीएचडी कुछ करना होगा ना, तो आपका एमएससी अगर कहीं अप्रूव नहीं है ना, तो वो आपको डिग्री आगे मिलेगी नहीं, पहली बात। तो अगर वो कोई अप्रूव्ड सिलेबस है, कुछ अप्रूव्ड कोर्स है, तभी आप ज्वाइन करना। अदरवाइज यू गो टू द अप्रूव्ड कोर्सेस ओनली, ठीक है? फॉर द पीजी आप इंपॉर्टेंस आप समझो, ये भी आप लोगों को समझना चाहिए। पीजी का इंपॉर्टेंस है कि वेन एवर यू गो फॉर सम टीचिंग जॉब और सम इंडस्ट्री जॉब, दैट सी कि वेयर यू हैव डन द पीजी कोर्स। पीजी उसका बेस होता है, पोस्ट ग्रेजुएशन नथिंग बट द मास्टर कोर्स, एंड मास्टर इज द बेसिस ऑफ योर टीचिंग और सम हायर पोस्टेड. सो अगर आपको सेम एडवांटेज एम फार्म फार्माकोलॉजी, एम फार्म सुटिक्स, एम फार्म कोग्नोसी और मेडिसिनल केमिस्ट्री करके मिल रहा है, तो व्हाई यू वांट टू गो टू द एमएससी फार्माकोविजिलेंस? वो बहुत स्पेसिफिक हो जाएगा, इतना स्पेसिफिक नहीं जाना चाहिए फिलहाल, व्हेन दैट इज नॉट अप्रूव्ड कोर्स. सिंपल. ठीक है.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
So in these questions, I want to add something like there is a one course that is pharmacy practice, yeah, pharmacy,
या एम
and
फार्मेसी आल्सो, ये सब लोग
yeah,
फार्म दिए, सब लोग आते हैं. यस,
actually
एम
this
फार्म किसी में
focus
कर
on
लो, मैं तो बोल रहा हूँ एम फार्म तुम किसी में कर लो, कोई इशू नहीं है. बट एमएससी फार्माकोविजिलेंस एक्चुअली एक दो यूनिवर्सिटी ने स्टार्ट किया प्राइवेट, मुझे पता भी है किसने किया, बट आई विल नॉट नेम ओवर हियर. बट अप्रूव नहीं है. सिंपल है यार, जो अप्रूव नहीं है उसमें क्यों रिस्क, आप पैसा फंसाओगे, पेरेंट्स भी टेंशन में रहोगे, आप भी टेंशन में रहोगे, जॉब मिलेगा कि नहीं मिलेगा, क्यों ऐसा करना? आपको तो ये देखना है कि वेयर इज द जॉब अपॉर्चुनिटी, यू हैव टू डू योर कोर्स. अब मन से करना है, दिल से करना है ना?
Yes, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
So thank you, sir, for your session, and I would like to welcome our director, sir, Professor G.D. Gupta, sir, is here with us,
Okay.
sir. Welcome you, sir. And sir, we had a session on material vigilance by Ajay, sir. So I would like to request, sir, to say few words. Please open your mic, sir. G.D. Gupta, sir.
थैंक यू वेरी मच डॉक्टर कोसे जी. तो पहले तो सर क्षमा चाहूंगा डॉक्टर अजय जी, क्योंकि आज एक
अरे नहीं सर, आई हैव ऑलरेडी टोल्ड कि प्रोफेसर जीडी गुप्ता के इस पे है, तो ये मैं मिस नहीं कर सकता, बहुत जरूरी है.
सर आज
Thank
क्या
you so
एक
much, sir.
बीओजी की मीटिंग थी, तो जस्ट उसको
Okay.
कंप्लीट करके फिर मैंने कहा सर के दर्शन लेते हैं. तो आई हैव
जरूर,
जस्ट गो
बहुत
थ्रू
अच्छा,
सम ऑफ द स्लाइड्स, और जितना आपने डीपली टेक्निकली यू हैव गिवन द इंफॉर्मेशन टू द स्टूडेंट्स, एंड दिस लेक्चर इज आल्सो रिकॉर्डेड. सो आई होप दैट के लॉन्ग टाइम तक ये अवेलेबल हमारे सिस्टम पर रहेगा, एंड इट विल बी द हेल्पफुल टू द स्टूडेंट्स. अभी कुछ बच्चे जैसे मेट्रियो विजिलेंस, फार्माको विजिलेंस, बहुत सारी चीजों का एक बार कंफ्यूजन सा दौर का चलता रहता है.
Yes,
तो
yes, sir,
आपने
बहुत
काफी
ज्यादा,
हद तक
बहुत.
कंप्लीट किया है, और ये ऑब्वियसली है जब कोई चीज सुपर स्पेशलाइजेशन की तरफ जाती है तो हमें ज्यादा पैनिक भी हो जाते हैं हम कई बार, और सोच में ज्यादा पड़ जाते हैं. तो मेरा अपना अनुभव है कि आज अगर एक हिंदी का प्रोफेसर बनता है तो एक फार्मेसी का भी बनता है, एक मेडिकल का भी बनता है. जहां भी जो काम आप कर रहे हो वो सिर्फ और सिर्फ अव्वल दर्जे का करो. अगर आपके पास उसमें नॉलेज है तो आपकी सक्सेस रेट हाई है. आज की डेट में देयर इज द नंबर ऑफ द अपॉर्चुनिटी, और छोटी छोटी चीजों से होमवर्क बहुत है. जैसे एक किसी ने एक एग्जाम्पल दिया था कि लखानी चप्पल वाला सिर्फ रेड़ा गाड़ी से एक जो गास्केट होती है, गास्केट का मतलब एक रिंग का छल्ला होता है, एक कंपनी से दूसरे कंपनी ले जाता था, और वो देखता था कि यार इसमें जब उसने फील किया कि जो घोड़ा गाड़ी से ले जा रहा है सिर्फ एक प्लास्टिक जो कि पानी की बोतल के रिंग का जो लगता है उसको टाइट करने के लिए, तो उसने सोचा कि अगर मैं इसमें होमवर्क करूं तो थोड़ा ठीक हो जाएगा. तो कंपनी के साथ जब ही डिड द स्टार्ट दी वर्क और उन्होंने कहा, तो उसने कहा भाई तेरे पर हम क्या विश्वास करें, तो 50% यानी कि आधा माल हम तुमसे खरीद लेंगे और आधा माल ओरिजिनल कंपनी से खरीदेंगे. फिर उसने देखा कि एक गास्केट के लिए इतना काम है, तो पहली हवाई चप्पल बनाने के बाद आज बड़े बड़े सेलिब्रिटी भी उसकी याद करते हैं, और क्या 5 स्टार और क्या ब्लेज सब जगह चलती है. सिर्फ एक अप्रोच होनी चाहिए. तो मैं सभी स्टूडेंट से रिक्वेस्ट करूंगा कि हेल्थ प्रोफेशन इज द गोइंग वेरी फास्ट, एंड फॉर दिस पर्पज इज रिक्वायर्ड द मोर एंड मोर स्पेसिफाइड. और डॉक्टर अजय प्रकाश जी जैसे आज बहुत ही लर्नेड पर्सन से आपने बातचीत की, जिन्होंने आपको टेक्निकली साउंड किया है. आज मैं फील कर रहा हूं कि हमारे विद्यार्थी नहीं, विद्यार्थी मैं यूज कर रहा हूं कि टेक्निकली साउंड नहीं हो पाते हैं. आप दौड़ लगा रहे हैं, मैं ये कहता हूं मैं भाग रहा हूं, तो मैंने कभी कहा है डॉक्टर साहब कि आप भागिए नहीं, आप दौड़िए. जिस तरह से वेलोसिटी और स्पीड होती है, अगर आप जो है स्पीड में जा रहे हैं तो एक्सीडेंट की तरफ से जा रहे हैं, अगर आप वेलोसिटी से जा रहे हैं, गति से जा रहे हैं, तो मैग्नीट्यूड और डायरेक्शन की तरफ से जा रहे हैं. तो आपके अंदर दोनों चीजें होनी चाहिए, मैग्नीट्यूड एज वेल एज द डायरेक्शन. मैं फार्माकोविजिलेंस क्यों करना चाहता हूं, तो सबसे पहले इसलिए करना चाहता हूं, ये जहन में बसा होना चाहिए. और इसके लिए क्या क्या करना चाहिए। जब हम इस उद्देश्य से आगे बढ़ते हैं तो निस्संदेह रूप से आप लक्ष्य की तरफ जा रहे होते हैं। हम इसलिए कर रहे हैं कि फला व्यक्ति ने कहा है, देन इट इज वेरी डिफिकल्ट। सो थैंक यू वेरी मच सर फॉर एक्सेप्टिंग अवर
Sir, thank you so much.
और मैं तो आपसे निवेदन यही करूंगा, एज एंड व्हेन यू कैन मूव टुवर्ड दिस डायरेक्शन, या आप हमें आदेश करें जब भी आपका टाइम फ्री हो तो ISF में एक दिन आप जरूर गुजारें और
जरूर
का
जरूर सर,
मार्गदर्शन।
जरूर
थैंक यू
जरूर सर।
थैंक्स।
जो फिजिकल इंटरेक्शन में मजा आता है वो ऑनलाइन में आता ही नहीं सर, वो टचिंग होती ही नहीं है।
जी जी,
बट ये चलो जरूर आऊंगा सर। थैंक यू सो मच।
थैंक यू सर।
Thank you, sir. Sir, in the morning, I was talking to Dr. Ray in the IPC, PVPI. So for CME, we are planning, and definitely in the CME and CEP, sir, we would like to have you, sir. Sir, you have told about material vigilance program of India to all of us, and my colleague Dr. Madhav has noted down the summary points. Like you have told, bio-vigilance program is inaugurated yesterday in Bharat Mandapam. You have told about compensation guidelines and various ICD 11 classification as well as ATC classification. And we are happy to have you, sir, in future also. You have told each and every point and about the signal detections as well as the product inside. So thank you for your time and candor, sir.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Please,
Thank
yes,
you,
sir.
everyone. Thank you, student. Thank you, sir.